this travel medicine tips and tricks video, you will learn how to make a very simple yet very effective cough syrup. This cough syrup is very effective for adults, but also effective and very safe for small children. What's more important, unlike most commercial over-the-counter cough syrups, this one is safe, without any side effects, healthy, and actually tastes good, so both you and your children will like it. Additionally, you will learn when certain dairy products can be helpful to ease our cough and when they should be avoided. And lastly, you will learn why is it that we tend to wake up at night with a dry cough and our cough generally gets worse at night. This homemade cough syrup was true blessing for us personally when we got bad cough from COVID-19, so we hope it will be helpful for you and your family as well. So let's see how we can make the cough syrup. Things that you will need. You will need 2 to 3 onions or more depending on how much cough syrup you want to make, sugar, and peppermint tea bags. Why onions? The main reason is because onions have been shown to exert antispasmodic and antimicrobial properties and help to inhibit the reproduction of viruses and bacteria, which means that they will help to relieve the hacking cough and help to support the immune system. They have been used for generations to treat all kinds of respiratory diseases, from bronchitis to common cold and flu. So to start making your cough syrup, you need to first peel the onions and coarsely chop them. Then you will mix the onion with sugar. Put enough sugar to nicely coat the onions. Take the peppermint tea bags and soak them with a little bit of water, but make sure to squeeze the excessive water out. Why we use peppermint? While this recipe has been in our family for generations, it was originally prepared only from onions and sugar. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I modified this recipe by adding peppermint tea bags. The reason for that being that not only it gives the syrup a lot better flavor, but more importantly, peppermint contains menthol and exhibits antibacterial and antiviral properties. It has been also shown to have an antitussive effect. Antitussive effect is a fancy term for agents that prevent or reduce coughing. Now take the peppermint tea bags and lay them down on the bottom of the container that you will be using to make the syrup. In general, 5 to 6 tea bags for medium-sized container is enough. Once you are done with it, put the onion sugar mixture on top of the peppermint tea bags and make sure the mixture completely covers the peppermint tea bags. And that's it. Now all you have to do is to put the pot into the refrigerator and let it sit there for a few hours or overnight. The sugar will draw the juice from the onions. You will then take a tablespoon, tip the pot and get the juice. Alternately, if you have a small syringe, you can also get a syringe to get the juice out. Take 1 to 2 tablespoons 3 to 4 times a day. The syrup is especially great for the night cough, so make sure you take it or give it to your child before sleep. You can keep this cough syrup in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. Once the onions stop producing any more juice, you will take the tea bag and squeeze the juice out. Don't squeeze too hard so that you don't break the tea bag. Each tea bag will produce just about 1 tablespoon of juice. You can take 2 tablespoons each time. This will give you additional 3 doses of syrup if you use 6 tea bags to make the cough syrup. One of the most important things for cough is hydration. In many cases, cough is a sequela of fever when the body is losing lots of fluids and we don't keep up with the demand. the mucous membranes get dry, and that's what will drive the cough. This is also one of the reasons why we wake up at night with cough. When we sleep, we obviously do not drink liquids. We usually get warmer at night under our blankets, and as a result, we wake up with a dry cough. While drinking lots of liquids is great to do during the day, it is not such a great idea during the night unless we want to be constantly waking up and going to the bathroom to urinate. In this case, taking 2 tablespoons of plain Greek yogurt will do the trick. The yogurt will bring up just enough mucus to moisten our dry mucous membranes to prevent the dry, irritating, hacking cough. However, in general, we recommend staying away from dairy products while you are sick, especially if you have lots of congestion and productive cough. Dairy products, especially when they are cold, will make you more congested. If you don't believe me, just drink a glass of cold milk in the morning and you will see how your nose will get stuffy in just few minutes. There are many reasons why you can have a cough. In this video, we focus primarily on dealing with dry cough related to upper respiratory infection, also known as common cold. If you, however, develop sudden cough and you do not feel that you are sick or are getting sick, we strongly suggest you to consult your primary care provider. If your cough is very severe, we actually strongly urge you to go to the nearest emergency room since there are several life-threatening conditions whose primary presentation may be onset of sudden cough. If your cough is related to upper respiratory infection, then you should be aware of the fact that your cough may last even several weeks after you recover from the common cold. I personally had many patients who were coughing for almost 5 weeks after bad upper respiratory infection. Most patients recover from the upper respiratory infection within 7 to 10 days. At that point, they are usually almost back to normal, except one thing, and that is the annoying dry cough throughout the day which becomes worse at night. This is particularly the case after you had bad bout of bronchitis. Most bronchitis is viral and do not require antibiotics. You may have even seen your provider and he might have diagnosed you with upper respiratory infection instead of bronchitis. And that is perfectly acceptable since many providers, including me, don't like to use the word bronchitis, not to scare our patients into thinking that they have some serious disease. If your cough lasts more than 2 weeks, however, we recommend to get evaluated by a primary care provider to make sure that there is no other reasons for your cough. The syrup that you learned to make in this video is grade 8 for these instances. It is made of natural ingredients and will not only help you relieve your symptoms, but may also help your body recover faster by exhibiting some antimicrobial properties. Lastly, we prefer making the syrup rather than the tea, since hot water tends to either destroy or decrease the effectiveness of many powerful substances both in the onion and in the peppermint. There you have it, simple and very effective homemade remedy for dry cough that you can use at home or whenever you travel. As usually, if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this, as well as videos from our travel.